Around. Oh, there we go. All right, we are live. We are live. Hello there, Dr. Jazz.
What's
How are
going
you?
on?
Girl, I've been looking forward to this live because I felt like we could just let our hair down. I'm gonna call you sis on this broadcast.
Please, please, because I'm off work and you off work. So we
We are
sisters
off
here.
work. We are off work. So
Yes.
tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, we wanted to do something a little different. First of all, let me do this. Let me just tell you what behind the 90 means, right? Behind the 90% of what we go through in life is about our past, and only 10% is about the here and now, making it very important to understand that 90%. The 90% represents your story. So this is a little bit about our stories. Behind the scenes, we're not just therapists. There are other things that we like to do and enjoy. And we felt like it would be nice to do off the clock therapist talk. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I got some questions I'm going to fire at Dr. Jazz, and we're going to see how she's going to answer them. We're going to see what she was like in her childhood and, all the good stuff, right? All the things that a lot of times we don't talk about and we ask people questions about, but we're putting ourselves out there for people to get to know us behind the scenes, right? So how was your day today, Jazz?
It was long. I flew in here. It was one of those. I flew in here. Like, let me hurry up.
So I'm thinking about a visual of you flying in here. I
Girl,
mean, look, you already drive fast.
let me tell you. And I did. And I'm like, I don't need no trains. I don't need no car. Y'all better move. I got to be on my sister's podcast.
Blowing horns and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's good. So are you
Yeah.
ready for me to fire off some of these questions?
I'm ready, girl. And you know I'm going to tell the truth. So is your
No.
audience ready? Because we tell the
Y'all
truth.
ready? Y'all ready?
Just saying.
But just want to ask you, how was your evening last night? It was like thunderous. I thought a tree was gonna fall on our house. Like, how was the weather over there? Did you hear it? Did you sleep through it?
I did. And here's the sad part. I was talking to my cousins earlier, and it's like my childhood and tornadoes, like because I was just always just protected by my parents. I literally just moved over a little bit and went back to bed. And I'm like, you need to take this serious. Like some of my
Yeah.
cousins were like, they were in the bathtub with their shoes on.
What?
And I was like, meanwhile, I'm over here irritated, like, huh. And so
That just show you. Ugh. That little
like,
sister vibe.
why you gotta come now, tornado? But the reality is, in seriousness, I've seen a couple of people who said that like they got some damage done to their homes, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to like get serious because I didn't hear any sirens. I just
Oh,
got the loud notification on my phone.
mhm.
So I'm like, I needed to go in the bathroom with my shoes on too.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Fred, I heard Charlotte, my little Cocker Spaniel, she was howling. And so I'm like, me and, we're in the bed. I'm like, you know what? Let me go see about her. So she was, so
Mm,
Fred said, we need to go in the basement. So that's what we did. We went in the basement and just kind of shelter in place because it
okay.
was loud. It was loud. It was really loud. It was kind
Yeah. See, it
of,
wasn't loud for me. The loudness that I got was just the notification on my phone.
okay.
And unfortunately, that's probably why I probably just moved over a little bit because my bed is by the window. So I just like scooted to the
Right. Let
other
me just slide over.
end. Like that's gonna really do something. So
So you didn't do anything
I
protective.
didn't get up.
You
I
did.
literally moved over to the other edge of the bed and went back to sleep.
Let me ask you this. Were you a stubborn little girl? That sounds like you a little stubborn. How were you as a young person, Jasmine?
Let me tell you, just know that me being a therapist is a miracle because I should have been the one in therapy for the rest of my life. Okay, I was out here doing what I wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely don't condone it then, but I realized that a leader was being birthed. Like,
Okay.
but back then, I'm just in trouble. I can tell you several times, and I remember my grandmother, she'll be 90 this year,
Mhm.
tell me the story all the time about she had an attic, and I feel like houses don't have attics anymore, or maybe I just haven't been to one. But
You have an
she
attic.
told,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, she told me not to go up there, and I went up there anyway. So I go up there, and she like, Jazz, come down here right now. And I'm like, you gotta come get me, Nanny. You better come get me. And I'm
Are you
just like,
serious?
I did. And I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Look,
Why would I be saying?
did you get tapped? Yeah.
Girl, tapped. Yes. Yes, I did. Because why was I challenging her? And I was like 3 at the time. I wasn't even, barely can talk, telling her that she better come get me.
Now, were you the youngest? You have siblings? I mean, I know these answers, but I'm just acting like I don't know.
Yes,
You have
so
siblings. Tell me how that works.
At this age, I didn't have any siblings. I'm my mom's only child. Well, technically, I guess you can say I did because my dad had children, but I really wasn't close to them when I was a kid. So on this side, yes, I was the only child. And I am the baby girl of the cousin crew.
Okay,
so
you're the baby.
All of my girl cousins are older than me. But I have 2 boy cousins that are younger than me. But we're all still in the same age range.
Still very close, still spend a lot of time together?
Especially the girls. The boys, they're married, got 17 children. The girls, we pretty much we roll tight. We got a cousin chat and everything.
Now you say 17 children. Now that's a lot of times you say 15 million, a million. It literally is the 17 children.
No,
you exaggerate.
No, I think they both got 2 kids.
Always.
But for me, 17 because I ain't got none. So you got a lot.
Right.
Me none and you got 2 and married and stuff like that. So like their dynamics is totally different than me.
Yeah. Do you want kids?
I think people want kids for me, but I think I'm honestly indifferent. I don't want to ever say that I don't want kids because if I have one, I don't want to feel like my life is just super discombobulated because of them. So I've learned to stop saying I don't want kids. I think that because I'm 35 and I haven't been married and I don't have children, that I'll just have to adjust to think about somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But I ain't gonna cross it out. But I won't be mad if my husband already got kids. I will be the stepmama of the year.
There you go. There you go. You be the bonus mom. That's awesome.
Sure will. Yep.
So earlier you said something about you never dreamt of being a therapist. Maybe you didn't say it just like that, but you didn't see your life as being a therapist. What did you think you were going to do when you were younger? What was the thing you say you wanted to do?
Well, growing up, I used to dance. Like everybody know me as like Jazz the singer, but I was dancing my early parts. I mean, doing all of the dance routines. I had a friend who I used to do like the school dances with or like school competitions with, and me and him would be doing dance routines. So I didn't really feel like I had a dream beyond just having fun. I was just not thinking about a future, honestly. I didn't have a dream. Honestly, I think I had a dream. Just give me a husband.
Take care of me. And that's
the kids be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a wife. That's
what I want to be a wife. Are you serious? So did you see someone do it so well that that's what you wanted to do? Like who was your role model when it came to being a wife that you felt like that's what I'm going to be?
I'm not sure if I looked at it that way. Like me and my mom, like that's my homie. So I seen her be like the greatest wife, but I wasn't necessarily looking at her like to say that's what I wanted to be. I think that at that age, I just wanted a man. I wasn't even thinking about, because unfortunately I grew up fast. So a lot of like fast and fast.
Okay, fast and fast. Okay.
Fast and fast. So
just fast.
Unfortunately, like the kids in my like era, I'm a 90s baby. We was like living life early. I remember me and some of my high school girlfriends, we was getting in 21 and up clubs and stuff like that. And we didn't even have to show our ID. It was just my homegirl. The older dudes thought she was cute. And thankfully, we wasn't out here like doing stuff to get it. It was just, you can call it favor if you want. But we was just out here meeting people that weren't trying to like use our bodies. They just thought we was getting in and enjoying a good time. So I think that my idea of like just being a a high school girl or a college girl. I was always kind of like 10 steps ahead. And then I've always hung around older people. So I think that I've always just gravitated to like just maturity and sense of what I desire versus, oh, go to college and stay on campus. No, I got a apartment and me and my man live together. So I never experienced college life or any of those things.
So like you said, so let me ask you this. Did you grow up in a strict household? Like what made you want to just get out there? Because a lot of times people who are fast, like you said, fast and fast, they're in a strict environment. So they want to break out. Like, did you grow up in a strict environment?
To me, yes. I grew up in a Christian household, and my mom and my stepfather was a Wayne County sheriff. So we wasn't doing nothing.
Oh wow.
Because he's seen a lot. So he was just always dramatic. So like if I would be like, can I go to my friend's house? And he'll be like, no, because you'll get over there and somebody gonna come and snatch you up and you might get raped. And I'm just like, sir,
wow, yeah.
All of that gotta happen. But I think because he's seen so much that I'm like, I'm just going to Jessica house. But the reality is, even though that was extreme, these things were really happening. And I just think that he was just trying to like overprotect me. So I was able to only go to certain people's houses. I wasn't the kid that could spend the night at everybody's house. And then, like I said, we were in church. Both of my parents served in the church. So we was getting to Sunday school before everybody else.
Setting up.
Literally going to church 2-3 times. So I feel like at that time, I wasn't really creating my own relationship with God. I was going because they made me. So at this point, I'm like, I don't want to do this. So I started wanting to do things outside of it because if I'm being honest, I wasn't being taught anything. I was just being dragged to go. So I wasn't listening in the vacation Bible school stuff because I want to be at the party with my friends.
You want to be at the party. Okay.
I did. But thankfully, people were always speaking over my life. Like I know, because I can go over here. Like, sign me up to be a stripper before I be a therapist. Like,
really?
Not for real, but
on the stripper pole.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
I know.
Dr. Jazz on the stripper pole. That's my stripper name, Dr. Jazz.
Stripper pole.
No, but seriously, like I definitely wasn't trying to have like a super modest career. I didn't know. I just wanted to have fun.
So what was so glamorous about like having fun? Like what was it that kind of made you gravitate to the other side?
Probably just the freedom, and then the people who I was hanging around at the time. And like, literally, no offense, a lot of the people that I was hanging out with, they're doing nothing with their lives right now. And so I didn't view it as that. Like I can go all the way down to, like, if I'm being honest, since this is like off the clock therapy talk, even me going down to like losing my virginity, I did it because my friends said that they did. And so when I finally did, they were still virgins. And I'm like, now you done got me all open. Yeah. So I was just genuinely trying to do what I thought everybody else was doing, only to find out like, nah, you on your own, sis.
So I can't imagine. So you would you say you were a follower?
Yes, I was.
You're such a leader now. You're such a rule follower, leader. Now
I didn't mess around and got my life back. That's what I did.
You didn't mess around and got your life. Wow.
Literally. No,
your journal, your book.
Correct. But that's the sentiment to that book, is not having a voice, not speaking up for myself. Like in high school, I was lame. The Jazz that you experience now, I was not her. And here's the thing, I didn't have bullies. I was bullying myself. I did not know how to show up with confidence. So I would shrink myself. And to be honest with you, it wasn't even like I was lame and nobody knew me. I was just lame and not talking. Like people knew who I was because I can get on stage and dance. But going to the parties and like all the personality that you see, I didn't develop this until my 20s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that, Jazz.
I'm telling you. Because you gotta, and to be honest with you, I'm not even really sure how this happened. Like there was not a moment that, like I said, I never really experienced bullying. I don't have girl drama. So I think it was just a matter of, if I'm being honest, and it took my therapist to help me realize this, because I was a misbehaved kid, I was always being pushed like, get out of here, you want punishment. I think that kind of settled rejection and abandonment on accident, right? Like not intentional, but because they were always trying to correct my behavior, I'm always being sent off somewhere, and it kind of like lost my voice in the process. Like my family now, which I love, they will literally be like, girl, you was a mess when you got, thank God you are. So that is literally the tone in which how they viewed me. Like you was a mess growing up, so to be over here is like a miracle to them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. So let me get to some of these other questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, because you've already answered a lot of them already,
Yeah.
just in natural conversation. What was your most embarrassing teenage moment that felt like the end of the world back then?
So one time, I used to go to this friend's house, and I used to go over there because they had the freedom. And my mom I already asked my mom, I was trying to be good and ask her if I can go to this party, and she told me
Trying
no.
to be good.
So I knew that if I went to my friend's house who had a little bit more freedom, then we could go to the party with the other friend who really didn't have no rules. And that's exactly what we did. And I'm thinking I'm good. Next thing you know, the party is being stopped, and the DJ is like, I need a Jasmine Stevens to come to the front. Your brother is here to pick you up.
Oh no. On the speaker. Come on, DJ.
Girl, I'm like, now, first of all, how do you even know I'm here?
Attention.
It was a mess. And again, I'm being in high school, so I'm like, oh, they about to clown me at school on Monday. It was very, you know what I was doing.
I know.
You know what I was doing, okay?
What you doing, Jazz? What you doing?
I don't even know if it was twerking back then, but we were hip rolling back then. Yes. Oh, that is for whatever they be doing.
Right. You're winding it up.
Yes, I was. And then next thing you know, music stop in middle of the mid dance. Jasmine, come up here. Exactly. Yeah.
So you said, did they clown you when you got to school?
They actually didn't, but in my mind, I just knew it was gonna happen. I don't think people, because to be honest with you, I wasn't even there at the party with people I went to school with. I was with their friends, but I still just thought like it was gonna follow me forever, that it was gonna be on the news or something.
Okay.
CNN.
Man, that is funny. So I'm surprised though that you were able to, I mean, what did you tell your mom you were doing? I mean, how were you able
to the friend's house? So because her parents were not that strict, we just needed to get to one friend's house who mama didn't care. We knew she was taking us. So I just needed to get to friend A's house so that we both can get to friend B's house who mama was going to drop us off. And what was crazy is, as an adult now, I just think like definitely taking a risk, because that lady didn't even know where she dropped us off. She couldn't give my mama the address. Yep.
So you had to come to your house because your mom is following all the checking all the boxes.
We going to church and that's it.
Wow. I'm telling you, when I would send my kids somewhere, I mean, literally, I had to know the mom. I had to go over there. I mean, today it's a lot different. I mean, I'm not saying super different, but it is a lot different now. When my kids were growing up, man, I was going with them for a little bit until they got a certain age, but I needed to know the parents.
But see, you also are like the mom that will like, oh, the friends can come over here. They weren't even doing that. I couldn't go and I wouldn't. They couldn't come over. So I was just I got to figure it out.
Come over. Okay. Did you have? They said, what was your what's a childhood habit or quirk your family still teases you about today? Is there anything they teach you about?
You say anything what?
that your family teases you about, like a childhood habit that your family teases you about? Is there anything did you have any bad habits or
I
funny
mean,
habits?
just stealing and I'm talking about like under 10, like not as a teenager, but
Right.
just stealing, cussing, talking back. Let me tell you something, girl. I was the best. Like the Lord is real, okay? Because I'm telling you, I'll never forget.
Penny candy.
It was one time, literally, my aunt told me that I cannot have a popsicle. And I said, okay, I'm gonna fix her. I'm gonna put the popsicle in my back pocket. Forgot that I had on white shorts and the popsicle was red and it melted.
Oh, oh,
Girl.
oh.
So when I come back in the house, she like, Jazz, what's that on your pants? And I'm talking about I feel. And she like, here. See, I already knew that red equal like blood. So I'm trying to like make it stop. Girl.
So it's in your back pocket. So you didn't just scraped up your butt, right? And it's bleeding.
Okay.
Oh, that is funny.
Nika, look at the girl. And you know my family. Ask them. You're not talking to the same Jazz. It was a mess.
That is funny. Yeah, I remember lying about silly stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
I used to, when I was in the 3rd grade, when I used to get a timeout at school and I used to go to the people's desk, I used to steal their lunches out of their desk.
What?
And when it came back for lunchtime, they didn't have no lunch because I ate
it. Wait a minute. So repeat that again. Like, how did you?
I didn't did something. Now I'm going to timeout. And I sat at somebody else's desk during timeout. And while I'm supposed to be thinking about what I did, I'm stealing somebody.
You want to eating lunch? You have any good ones?
Girl, but let me tell you how my parents, I told you my stepdad was a Wayne County sheriff. So one time I stole and he came and picked me up in his car and told me that I was going to jail for stealing. He took me to my mother's job to tell her goodbye. Now she's supposed to be in on it. She crying and everything just to prove to me, like, you keep stealing, you going to jail. I mean, put me in the back seat of the car and everything. And I'm like 6 or 7 at this time. Like, Ma, I'm going. I'm so sorry. Can we buy they fruit snacks again? And my mama can't play. She crying because I'm crying. It's just like, girl, what is wrong?
I see you going through. You sitting there, you like
granola bars, pretzels. Okay.
Right. Oh, get some of that right there. Girl.
Yep.
Did you not have a lunch?
Yeah, I had one, but they have the snacks I wanted.
That is funny. Okay, let me see what we got here. Okay, we talked about that. If your teenage self could see you now as a therapist, what do you think they would say? If your teenage self could see you as a therapist, what do you think they would say?
Girl, why you ain't helping us now? Wow. Yep.
Like when you say, why aren't you helping us now? What does that mean?
Because I mean, back then, like I said, I knew some things about myself that weren't quite like I wasn't ready to dig. And like I said, I don't believe that like my parents like dismissed it on purpose. Mental health wasn't really like that prevalent in the 90s, early 2000s. So the people that we knew were going to counseling were like for more severe things. So I should have been in counseling for anxiety back then.
Wow.
And so, but we didn't know about it. So I'm just going with the flow and being internal because there was nobody to talk to about anxiety back then because nobody was dealing with it. Yeah. And so, yeah, she would have been like, can we talk now versus in your 20s, late 20s at that.
Right. Yeah. You're right. There wasn't a lot of attention to mental illness. I think a lot of times I know I suffered with anxiety when I was little. I just thought my nerves were bad. And that's what people would say. Your nerves are bad. You worry too much and you don't really know what's happening. But I remember, worrying a lot as a young person and people used to tease me, Nika, you worry too much. But again, not having a label to it. Yeah.
Nope, not being a people pleaser, trying to buy friendships. And it's like people would always kind of give you the hardcore, like, you know, don't let people treat you like that. But it's like, no, let's get to why. Like
Yeah.
now I know my root. I was acting up back then and I'm getting sent on punishment. So now I've indirectly created this narrative that I'm unseen or whatever. So now I'm buying people lunches now to get
You
them to like me. And this is when CDs was you could burn CDs. So I'm burning everybody a CD for Christmas, trying to be the high achiever and Frank just doing too much because I planted a seed that I didn't realize was already planted.
right,
So
right. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that now. You got a plethora of friends who just
Oh,
love
but look, I'm
you.
locked in now. Look, wherever I look, I got somebody, and I
You
love that.
do. You
Yes.
do. You do.
Yep.
Okay. What's something people assume about therapists that is completely wrong?
That we don't do this.
Right.
Let me just tell y'all this. This lady right here, when I tell you we be cracking up, I
Oh my.
mean, sometimes I'll be like, okay, let's get back to work. But
I
the
know.
humanity of what we built, I think that people don't think that we operate this way. So I really appreciate you even having this space where like people know me and they know my personality, but this is who I am
Yeah.
all the way around. Even in my me and a client earlier today was cracking up. And we're human. So
Yeah.
we laugh, we crack jokes, we
You
talk about
do.
stuff that's funny to us.
Yeah.
Like me and
Right.
you got a bunch of inside jokes that would like you we see each other.
Ooh,
I'm thinking of one right now and I'm gonna leave.
me too. Yeah.
And we might be thinking about the same thing, but it's like
Yeah.
it's nice to know that the heaviness of our job at times that it doesn't steal the joy
Yeah.
to be able to laugh with your friend or to be able to like we're not always weighed down. Sometimes we are, but we
We
got
are.
people who we
Mhm.
can be ourselves with that reminds us that we have our humanity to also be loyal to and not just to our career.
And then we practice what we preach too. I think when it comes
Yeah.
to we valuing our friendship, our sisterhood, if I do something to offend you and vice versa, it's never intentional. We always
Yeah.
usually we're overthinking the situation, but we're
Yeah.
always checking in with each other. Like, did I say something? Are we
Yeah.
good? It's just like Nika, Jasmine, we good. It's just like, but
And we
I
do
think,
that all the time. Like I said
yeah,
something in 2019 that I really think, and it's like, girl, I forgot.
yeah. Like,
We
why are you
both do that
overthinking
to
that
each
thing?
other. And it's like good to know that even when we come vulnerable, and we know how to stop playing too. When we
Yeah,
need to be vulnerable or we need to shed a tear, we're not dismissing the fact that, okay, I'm coming as a real person. I need my sister.
right.
And then when I need to put on our therapist hat, hey, I need your assistance in whatever. So it's just nice to have that balance and not always being stuffy, and we
Yeah.
ain't stuffy, period.
No,
Like
not at
even in
all.
our profession. So we just literally get to be ourselves at all times. And I think people, unfortunately, the role that they see on TV, that's not the way that everybody rolls. Some people are, but not me, not her.
You can't really relate. I think clients want to be able you to be somewhat relatable. Not that we go in and disclose all our business, but there's a drizzle of
Mm,
self-disclosure just so that you if there's a way to connect, if it's helpful to that
yeah.
client. But I think we're human, you
And even
know.
that, look, I wore this to work today. Nika be coming in with chicken toes. We do us. Okay.
I know. I do
we
because you want to be comfortable. You want to
yes,
you want that space. You want to create a space that's comfortable, and it starts with us,
it
right? It
does.
starts with us. So I ain't gonna come in there with no business suit on all the time.
Yeah.
It's just not who I am.
I
I
met
like,
a new person and I thought that they were like high profile and I forgot like, oh shoot, I got this on. So I initiated like, I'm so sorry for my dress down. And they like, actually, I appreciate it because it makes me a little more comfortable to like express. And I'm like, let me stop thinking that I got to show up the way that people think that I am a professional. I am Dr. Jazz. You're going to get what you need. However, I'm going to wear this jumpsuit.
I know, and you're gonna still. It doesn't change the
and,
mind.
and
The
they
mind is
still
still
got what
sharp.
they needed. Correct.
Yeah. So
Correct.
okay, so that's good. So we're human. We pass gas. Be like, what?
You done
Hold
took me
on,
back.
hold on. Did somebody hear that?
Girl, you done took me back. Oh man, that's when I knew that's when I knew.
I know. I'm like,
Each
oh,
other,
damn.
that's when I knew. I didn't even care no more.
But you know what? It's funny because that's what when I was growing up, I was a really gassy person. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna be honest. My friends, so that was the initiation.
Okay, I got jumped in.
But my friends, they would like, here Nika go. And I don't know why I'm so gassy.
Look, you better go figure it out. Shoot.
All those beans and stuff like that. But
Yes.
but you know what? Like I make sure I watch what I eat before sessions and stuff like that. But my friends, I'm telling, growing
Girl,
up,
that'd be the worst when it's during the session. It's like I gotta hold this in for 45 minutes. Look, one time I just had to like, could you give me 1 second? Like, because what I'm gonna do? Explode? Because I gotta
exactly be all in pain.
Mm-mm.
Girl, the worst for me was when I started menopause. Like, so you're 20 years younger than me, and there would be like a waterworks just coming down, and so embarrassing having hot flashes in front of clients. And so it's just like, hey,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay, get you a little fan. I be having clients that come in like, do you got that heater on? Because if you do, I need to do a phone call today.
You are the coldest person. You're in your office, and it just be like a sauna.
At this point, I'm like, just turn it off because I already know everybody about to come in here. Let me just turn this off.
You gotta layer up with some clothes.
I think it's a comfort thing for me because in real life, I don't even be cold. Like I'll be cold for a second, and then I'll get hot. So I think it's just really like a comfort thing because I was burning up today in this. So
yeah, but it's so nice to find real people. You know what I'm saying? I think we all go through stuff and have our little quirks and habits and stuff like that. And we're still like we can still facilitate the job, right?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. So and I think when we go on the cruise, like when we go on the Tom Joyner cruise, that's when we really just let our hair down.
Yes. You know? We see everything. The good, right. The bad, the ugly.
Oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful thing. Yes. Yeah. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're off the clock, what is something you do that people would never expect from a therapist? I don't know if there's anything.
I was about to say, for me, nothing, because I'm an open book. But I'll tell you something that I do that I feel like most people don't do, and that is every Sunday I sit in silence for at least 3 to 5 hours, like nothing, no phone, no TV. I just literally do nothing. And I think that a lot of people are afraid of silence.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like fun or exciting, but it's just something, it's like me being able to face my thoughts, face whatever is going on before I jump back in on Sunday. On Monday.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, everything else, I do what everybody else do. I go out, I have a good time, I got friends. This therapist twerks sometimes.
You think you look twerk? Just a little twerk. Remember
my friends though, you ain't gonna catch me in no club or nothing. I got boundaries.
That's right. Remember, we had a twerk session. I want you to teach me. And my sister Felicia was like, "How do you do that?"
I'm telling you, listen, it's an art. It's an
art. Good girl. So, what's the other question? Okay, we're wrapping it up here, guys. But this is off the clock therapist talk. So
yeah.
Let me see. If you. Okay, we already said that. If you could describe your life outside of therapy in 3 words, what would it be? If you could describe your life in 3 words.
I would say fun. A trip, because I'm gone.
You said a trip. Okay, you like to vacation.
Going somewhere, like leave, yes. And I'm content. Like I really have a good life.
You do.
It's nice to, even when I'm doing like carrying a lot at work, I'm not coming home to chaos. Like I have a loving family, I have loving friends. I don't have no beef with nobody. So I'm genuinely, and to be my age and I'm stable, I'm not doing too much that I can't basically live in my own life. Like I just have a good life.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Tell us about your your because you lead in a lot of different areas. Like, what are some of the areas
Yes.
that you kind of share that?
Yeah.
Outside
So I also am the founder of a women's group called The Whole Woman. So we pretty much do things inside of a membership, and then we also do like social gatherings, just embracing the whole woman, just like how we're talking about the career woman and the fun woman, all of those things. I also am the praise and worship leader at my church.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very engaged in that. I also host community events. So I'm always in the community I have an event called the Night of Inspiration that I do where I pair mental health and music together to just kind of bring awareness on how to let go and enjoy.
That's right.
You can enjoy your life. And so Nika has been with me to every single one. I've known for 10 years, and I started that in 2018.
Yeah.
I knew her prior to that, but I started and she's never missed one.
Never missed it. Me and Fred be right there. Yeah. I think Fred missed the last one though. He didn't. He
No, he's been to every one.
Yeah, Fred, when I say he thoroughly enjoys them, when I say he is like big brother proud of you. He is just like he refers to you as the real Jasmine.
The real one.
The real one. I'm like, Fred. You know what I mean.
I'll wear it. I'm the real one.
The real Jasmine. Everybody, a round of applause for the real Jasmine.
For the real Jazz.
For the real Jasmine.
They coming to see you, Otis. They coming to see the real Jazz.
Real Jasmine. Yeah. But you are definitely a breath of fresh air, Jasmine. I think people definitely gravitate to you. And for you to be like 20 years younger than me, guys, I'm going to tell you, Jasmine will give you a word, whether it's a word of faith or it's just a word that you just need. I mean, she's just a balanced person. Aww. Jasmine, you want to be married?
You said, do I want to be married? Mm-hmm. Girl, yeah, I'm going to be married. Do I want to?
I know. At first, I know you're going to be. I know that. Because I think about how good you are as a friend, as a therapist. You are going to be the bomb wife.
Oh, thank you.
You think about being so good at those things. Your husband is just going to be blessed. Like, man,
I appreciate that. Especially coming from somebody who's already a wife. That really makes me feel good. Because oftentimes, at my age, you feel behind. I got the career, I got the money. Where my man at? Is where I would.
Yeah, he coming. Your Boaz is coming. He is coming. So so that's definitely, so you're, like I said, you're such a good friend. So I can't imagine you are just going to be explosive in terms of good experience when it comes to being a wife. So whoever they better recognize.
They better.
They better recognize.
Look, I know me now. I ain't the girl that don't got a voice no more. So.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's wonderful. Yeah. So, Jazz, it's been thoroughly enjoyable to have this off the clock therapist talk with you. It was just nice to just relax. I didn't put on no makeup. You got my bags going. You can see the dark circle.
Let me tell you something. If I bend a little more, you're going to see this wig is like kind of back here.
That's when you need a viral moment. Let that wig come off.
Girl, let me tell you something. I don't care. Okay. I had to remember, like, oh, shoot, I got the podcast. Let me put this back on real quick.
Girl, but the reality is, it's just like sometimes I just get tired of trying to make myself up and look presentable. I'm like, you know what? This is it right here.
This is it.
This is it.
And it don't take nothing away from what you have to offer. So
this is it. This all natural. So yeah. So this has been, like I said, a blast. Off the clock therapist talk. I thought it was so important to have these, just having relaxed conversations and know that we have stuff. We up, we down, we have fun, we love God, and
we pass gas.
We pass gas. Girl, cause we don't want to die.
I'm telling you.
We don't want to die. So also those things, but it's real. It's real. So I
It
really
is.
enjoyed this time. How can people get in contact with you? If you kind of get like we talked about the personal side, but in terms of
Yeah.
professional, real talk, like how can people get in contact? Are you taking new clients?
At this moment, I'm gonna say no, but
Okay.
that always changes. But I do have, like I said, I have the whole woman that I
Mm.
found. I also do have a book that I wrote called I Done Messed Around and Got My Life Back, which is a journal workbook to kind of help you navigate through some things in a kind of self-paced type of way to help
Mhm,
you feel more balanced and refreshed in your life.
mhm.
I'm usually on social media, but I decided that for April that I was going to take a pause and
Okay.
just allow myself to be human. So I
Mhm,
came off social media, but I am on both Instagram and Facebook.
mhm.
And if you follow Nika, you'll see me because we always like this.
That's right. Locked in. Clang
Yeah.
clang.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm sure people are gonna watch this back and
Yeah.
yeah, and enjoy enjoy the conversations, enjoy the
Yes, you're the real people. And I really appreciate you having me on here to break that stigma of how we show up in our everyday lives. Like we get to be human too, but we also get to
yeah.
help humans get to the
Mhm.
best version of themselves. So I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And so
Mhm.
what I'm doing is, like I said, interviewing each individual therapist, but we're going to all come together on some really, light conversations, heavy conversations, and invite special guests to weigh in on things. And so this is the start of something great. And
Yes,
I'm
I cannot
happy to
wait.
have you be part of it. I am very happy to have you be a part of it.
Yes,
So
I'm looking forward to it always.
yeah. So are you cooking tonight? What's on the menu, or what are you, or you make? You can make. Are you ordering tonight, or what do you got?
I actually took out some chili that I made maybe a month ago. I
Okay.
unthawed and I'm gonna put that in the microwave.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Well,
Yep.
Dr. Jazz, it has been a blast. I love
Yes.
laughing with you. I love doing life with you, and I
Yes.
can't
Yes.
wait to meet your husband. I probably already
Girl.
know him.
I mean,
Who
hey,
knows?
who knows?
Who
All I know
knows?
is in the meantime, I am enjoying doing life with you.
Mhm.
Like I know you always telling me stuff, but man, I'm telling you, you started some of this. If I didn't get fired from that other internship, I would
Girl, I
have never
need.
met you. So I'm
I am so
thankful for letting me get fired.
I love that. I am so happy they did. Cause
Yes.
we would not have met. Well, he had a plan, and he made sure that plan was, you know,
Immediate. I think I got
yeah,
fired one day. The next day, our friend is like, "Hey, so at this
yeah,
fire me because it's a
yeah,
blessing." I
exactly.
decided.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I ain't need to be here anyway. Nah.
I'm just saying, wouldn't have
Mhm.
been doing this.
Right,
So
exactly. But God
yes,
would have found a way, but that was his way.
absolutely. And I appreciate you being a big sister to me and being
Always.
a role model as a therapist as well. We locked in.
Always. Locked
That's what
in,
we're
girl.
doing.
You enjoy your evening,
Yes,
and I'll see you. I don't know. Are you working tomorrow?
I am. Yep,
Okay.
I work tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, sis. I will
All
see you
right.
later.
All right.
Mm,
See you later,
okay.
sis.
See you later. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.